May you find happiness and peace, and may your home stand the test of time.
Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Mary. Today I'll be reacting to Charlie debate pro-choice woman. Without further ado, let's get started.
Thank you so much for coming out here and for facing disagreements first, I guess. I really appreciate it. All right, I had another question coming up here, but the debate is there and I have to take it.
Okay.
So I am also pro-choice, and I was wondering how, you said to the previous dude back there that the government, in cases where human life is at risk, should step in through any means necessary, be it through mandates, be it through bans, things like that, right?
Again, that was a hypothetical answer. Let me clarify it. I think the
Please,
government has
yeah.
a moral obligation to protect innocent life when
That's
confronted
true.
with the question of someone intervening to end that life.
All right.
So if a police officer is standing idly by and he sees someone on the side of the street and someone is going by to about to kill them, the police officer, being an agent of the government, has a moral right to intervene.
That's
I'm
true.
sorry, I do have to take a little bit of a caveat here. So the behavior of the police officers in the Uvalde shooting was disgusting.
Oh, I totally agree.
Do you believe? Okay,
Yeah,
sweet.
but guess what? I'm consistent. The cowardice that happened at Uvalde is the cowardice we allow to happen when there's 1 million abortions in our country every single year,
All right, okay.
which is standing idly by when children unspeakably get massacred.
I don't know. I think there's a bit of a difference, and the analogy that I usually use, or the question that I usually ask pro-life people, is, do you believe that the government should mandate organ donation, even in cases of things like donating your kidney? Or right now we have a policy where even after death, if you have religious things where you have to. Oh. Sorry, that's me.
That's not you.
No. Where your whole body has to be intact in order for burial rites and things like that to happen. We say that you shouldn't have to donate your organs, but the pro-life case seems to extend to the idea that even people who are living should have to give up their kidneys to people in hospitals, maybe, who need kidneys.
Well, I don't quite see it that way.
Okay.
But
What makes a uterus different?
Well, first of all,
Sorry.
again, in 99.67% of the cases, the woman made a choice that could potentially.
And what about those 0.4%? What do you think should happen then?
Oh, I think the baby should be delivered, of course, because I'll give you an example. Let me just prove it to you. If I had 2 ultrasounds, and one of them was a baby conceived in rape, and one was a baby conceived in consensual sex.
Well, of course.
Which one is it?
They look the same. I do.
But you can't tell because they're both human beings.
That's
And
true.
in Western morality, of which I'm defending tonight, doing something wrong after something evil is never the right thing.
So, do you
That's
think
true.
that government should mandate organ donations?
No, and I think it's a false equivalency.
That's
For more reasons than one, for a lot of different reasons. By the question of, do I think the government should come in and protect innocent life from being slaughtered? Of course I do. Yes. And that's the answer. So, I mean, when it comes to mandating organ donations, I don't even see how that's applicable to the question. Because in 99.6% of the cases, 6-7% of the cases, the mother made a choice to be able to get pregnant. Now, in the very small micron kind of case, then the case is that the human life and the human being needs to exist.
So-
It needs to be able to exist.
All right. I'm gonna argue that different forms of birth control have different forms of effectiveness, and someone could be potentially on birth control using those control methods, and it fails. Is that just a risk that someone?
Yeah.
could
So I'm going to say something. This is how far our morality has gone. We need to teach kids to save themselves for marriage. And a lot of these problems wouldn't be having. And if you do decide to engage in consensual sex before marriage, and you get pregnant, that's the cost of the game.
All right. Okay.
Thank you for being here. Appreciate it.
I think the last point made her see the reason why the question she's asking does not make sense, because if you're married and you decide to go into birth control, is a different thing. Maybe by then you're done giving birth to the number of children you want to give birth to. But when you are not married and you're on birth control, it's like you just want to eat your cake and have it. So I think that is what he's saying. He's saying parents should teach their children, to abstain till they are ready. And when you abstain, I don't think you would be thinking about abortion, because most married people, when they get a new baby, they're both excited, they're happy, because they're married, so they already know that having sex is supposed to give you children. But when you are not married and you're having sex, you're enjoying sex, you're supposed to know that something like this is going to happen. So sometimes I don't know, I just wonder why. Well, I'm not going to go there. Anyway, this is indeed lovely. I love her choice of question, and I love how Charlie tried to answer each and every one of them, no matter how she bring it. And I think Charlie did an excellent job, especially letting her know that, you see, it's not the act that is a sin. Two wrong cannot make a right. The fact that this thing has happened does not mean that you should commit or do something bad again. You see, something bad has happened already. The pregnancy is there, so you can't use something bad to fix a bad situation. You have to find a way to make things better. And I think that is what Charlie is trying to jump at. And there's a beautiful one. I enjoyed like her conversation. Like she actually came in a way of inquiring. She wants to know more. She feels she's a pro-choice, so she wants to know, why are you holding on to this? Why are you doing this? I want to know, like, and I feel she got the answer she wanted, and this is awesome. Anyway, let me know what you think in the comment section. If it's your first time visiting the channel, click on the subscribe button. Thanks for watching, and remember this.